So when there was a shakeup at the Trump campaign, they're rebooting again. They've got more reboots than Payless Shoe Source. Huh? I couldn't think of a shoe company. That's all I came up with was Payless. Is there shoe companies?
Timberland?
They got more reboots than Timberland.
Then REI hiking.
So Paul Manafort has been reduced to a lower role. He was the guy who took over for Corey Lewandowski. They brought in Paul Manafort. Now they're bringing in somebody from the head of the Breitbart, Bannon.
Yeah.
From the Breitbart website. And they brought in Roger Ailes, right? Roger Ailes, the guy.
Some fresh blood.
Roger. Hey, you just got involved in a huge sexual harassment scandal, sexually harassing beloved on-air TV hosts. You want to come work for me? Want to come help them save America? Like, that would be a scandal. What?
Yeah.
What?
It's insane.
And so now Trump loses, by the way, by doing that, by bringing Roger Ailes on, he loses that thing about Bill Clinton being a philanderer and Hillary cover it.
Yeah.
You can't, now he lost that.
Gone.
That whole issue is gone. That Hillary didn't really stick up for women because of the way Bill treated and she. Okay,
He's probably trying to hire Bill.
So yeah. I bet Trump wants to hire Bill.
Roger Ailes needs someone for the night shift.
Hey, nobody knows how to get away with this stuff more than Bill. Am I right?
Yeah.
He got impeached. He still got to be president. So they bring on CNN. Brianna Keilar brings on Michael Cohen, who is a lawyer for the Trump organization, and she wants to ask him about this reboot, bringing in new blood and demoting other people. If this is a sign that the campaign is not going well, and let's watch. Let's enjoy, shall we?
All right, well, let me ask you about this. So you say it's not a shakeup, but you guys are down, and it makes sense that there would.
Says
polls.
who?
Most of them. All of them?
Says who?
Polls. I just told you. I answered your question.
Okay. Which polls?
All of them.
Okay. And your question is?
Okay, so my question is...
Oh, no.
That was fun. That was fun. That was so awkward. He's trying to be tough guy. Who? Who? I'll tell you who. Huh? Who? Okay. All right. What's your question?
Everybody?
Huh? The whole world is saying that? Okay. What's your question?
This is so...
Let's watch it again.
Yeah, we got to see that again. I want to know. I wish I could see what she's thinking. Like, I wish there was a scroll for her.
Like there was a bubble, a thought bubble for what she's thinking.
Oh, man.
I can tell you what she's thinking.
Let's hear it.
Okay, I'll tell you what
All right, well, let me ask you about this. So you say it's not a shakeup, but you guys are down. And it makes
Says
sense
who?
that there would...
Says
polls. Most of them. All of them?
She's like, the polls that you're involved in the campaign. You don't read the polls. That's all Donald Trump talked about for 12 months was polls. All of a sudden they're down. You guys don't know you don't know what polls are all of a sudden. Well, who? Which polls? Like this guy. Did you just wake up? You just crawl out of bed because you're like, what? There's poll? What? What polls? I'm not, huh? Whose campaign are you working on? Are you working on a campaign in another country? How are you not aware that Donald Trump's been taking in the polls lately? This guy, huh? What? Who?
Like, what was the positive outcome for him? Did she expect her to back down right away? Like,
what did he expect her to say?
You know, you got a good point. I heard it from a crazy, rambling guy down at the park. Thanks for making me clarify who.
I read it on the back of a telephone pole. That's where I heard it from.
Yeah.
What did he think she was going to say, right? Yeah, he's like, yeah, I guess you're right. No, but I just heard it. It's just a room.
His case could have been made had there been one poll maybe that was an outlier that showed Trump up or something. Then he has a grounds for, even then it would be ridiculous.
Polls say different things. Yeah. I got polls that say this. You got polls that say. He didn't even have that.
It's all of them.
And he cops such a tough guy attitude, his chin. Huh? He ends up looking like a jackass.
Yeah, so much.
Like he doesn't.
Funny.
He's trying to be confrontational. Like he's angry at her. Like she's in the wrong. He's trying to put her back on her heels.
Yeah.
Like he's trying to make her conciliatory towards him.
Right.
Not working. Especially when you're a jackass. This guy's a jack and he's a lawyer. Like who are the?
Can I see it one more time?
Here.
Says who?
Polls. I just told you I answered your question.
Okay. Which polls?
All of them.
Okay. And your question is?
Okay.
Okay. And he knew it. Like, he knew immediately was just a poll. Which polls? Oh, shit.
Yeah.
All of them, right? You see him swallow?
Yeah.
You want to see
you know
him
what he's
swallow?
thinking? He's thinking, this will be worse if I get up and leave. I just got to take this now.
Got to take it now. Now I got to take it. Oh, shit. I messed up. Here we go.
Well, let me ask you about this. So you say it's not a shakeup, but you guys are down, and it makes
Says
sense
who?
that there would
Says who?
polls, most of them, all of them.
Says who?
Polls. I just told you I answered your question.
Okay.
Watch
Which
it swallow.
polls?
All of them.
Okay. And your question is?
Okay. Okay. Like, he just got totally annihilated. Polls, almost all of them? Okay. What's your question?
Just want to make that clear.
Like, I'm completely wrong. All right. So what, though? So what if I'm fucking wrong?
It's so funny. That's great comedy. You couldn't write better comedy
That's
than that.
like as if he's doing a sketch.
Yeah.
Like as if you were, like, that's an SNL sketch.
It's like a little too on the nose. A little too
Yes.
perfect.
You're
And
like, no
she's
one-
great, and like everything's wonderful.
You're like, no one's that big of an asshole.
Right.
No one.
Right. It's so immediately just shot down, which is so great.
I got to see it again. This is awesome.
All right, well, let me ask you about this. So you say it's not a shakeup, but you guys are down, and it makes
Says
sense
who?
that there would
Says
polls, most of them, all of them.
Says who?
Polls. I just told you I answered your question.
Okay. Which polls?
All of them.
Okay. And your question is?
Okay, so my
My question is, how small is your dick right now?
It's getting smaller by the second.
That's my question.
Yeah.
That would be my. I guess I'm going to change questions. Making America great again.